Okay, so we are two dope girls, and today I'm doing it for all the dope girls who are just happy to be bored.
You
Such a
know
good
what? And
feeling.
that's a good thing. It is. It is. Um, I'm not doing it for nobody, but oh wait, I'm doing it for all the dope girls who put up their Christmas tree. Cause this one
Yes,
did.
Christmas tree early. On the first
We
day
were
of
on our Caucasian
Christmas,
with
my
this
true
one.
love gave to
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, no. We had that up right after Thanksgiving. It was very Caucasian. Very
Yes,
Caucasian.
I love
Mhm.
it. You better be in the
Mhm.
spirit, dope girl.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, dope girl of the week.
My dope girl of the week is Kaya for several reasons, but mostly because she just released her holiday hoism album or holiday hoism video. I don't really quite know where this is going, and I don't even actually care. So if you haven't gotten on the Instagrams or the Twitters or the YouTubes, Kaya has a holiday themed Christmas whatever rap song that she just released. Actually, I don't even know the title. I just was watching this clips on YouTube. I mean, I don't know. But either way, here's why she's my dope girl of the week.
You better be on your Mariah Carey best bullshit. I heard that.
Listen, listen. Kaya ain't about shit. She ain't been about shit for a long time, but she don't care. She will still come at you hoes as if she was back in her heyday. She still come at y'all as if she had more than one hit. She believes in herself, and that is why she is dope girl of the week because she said, "I'm gonna release this Christmas CD. What y'all gonna do is y'all gonna pay attention to me again as if I'm relevant still, and I'm gonna act as if my relevancy is still the same. Happy holidays, hoes!" And it's like a ode to hoes. Like that's the thing. It's like the song is about being a hoe during the holidays.
I
So,
love it. I love it.
you know what? She was like, you know what? I'm gonna represent for the side pieces this Christmas season. I'm just, and she always rises above. She always rises above. Kaya's not Michelle Obama in that way, but you have to admire her persistence and belief in herself. And
Listen,
that's like a Michelle Obama trait. So,
listen. She will insert herself
girl,
into whatever she feel like requires her insertion. Like,
this year it's Christmas.
yes, this is Christmas. Oh, so Kaya, you
Oh,
better.
mm,
This week we usually have a segment we do every now and again called Caping for Caping for Kaepernick. This week I'm going to change it to is Colin the hotep.
mm,
Oh,
mm.
Colin, it's a fine
Oh,
line that you have to walk between being
girl.
like truly woke and then a hotep. And Colin, I'm afraid your shenanigans these last couple of weeks, I don't know. It started with the he didn't vote. Now that put me on pause. I didn't
Right.
even mention it
I was the same
because he
way.
had done so many things right, but I was like, I don't feel good about this. That
Yeah.
was first. Lately, he's been wearing Fidel Castro shirts, which and I get it because I believe the Black Lives Matter group they came out in support or
Oh,
because
girl.
he recently passed and all of this.
Hmm.
And a piece of me understands, okay, because he gave uh
Asada Shakur.
thank you.
Yep.
And he's shook hands with some, black nationalists, but
Yep.
are we
You know what? I hate
forgetting
you. Shook hands.
are we forgetting the carnage and the brutality that this man also took part in? Actually, orchestrated, not took part in. I'm confused. I'm confused, dope girl.
Okay, I too said side eye, pause, whatever with the voting, because I was just like, I cannot believe you are perpetuating this ignorance, and I love you so much, so I need you to stop it. Like, even if you
Right.
feel that way, I just need you like to not say it.
Right.
Because I just was
Keep it to
like, oh my
yourself.
God, this is ridiculous. So I was like, okay, fine. I'm gonna push through because overall, I'm with you, and I understand what you're doing with your camps, and I understand what you're doing with your knee, and I understand what you're doing with your giving back to the community. So I'm a push through, light skinned one. But I just have seen some behaviors with now the Fidel show. And here these hoteps love to be like, ooh, Fidel Castro. just I feel like they have really latched on to using his anti-US sentiment, which is fine. He was welcome to have. I have no problem with that. I have no problem with anyone who's like, well, the United States is yada yada. But when you really have done the research and you really have looked into what Fidel did for and to his people in Cuba, then I would hope that someone would at least be able to have some sort of a mind shift, or at least be able to look at both sides. This dope girl used to live in South Florida, and grew up there and had many Cuban American friends. And so I heard both sides, and older people love Fidel Castro, but young people, I mean, there was a reason why people were literally dying to get to the United
Right.
States. And so I
Right.
want folks to keep that in mind. Like, yeah, he might have been like, I mean, big ups to Sada Shakur, big ups because he shook some hands, like you said. But we cannot look at five little things over here and then take away all other human atrocities and things that were done to people over there. I mean, these people literally didn't have access to like the world because of one person saying,
Yeah.
I don't want you all to be informed about those things. I only want you to know about what we want you to know about. That's You can't do that to people.
You
like that's
can't. And
not
it's just
what.
he
So
brutalized. It's just you can't on one
yeah,
hand be fighting for police to stop brutally murdering black people, but
yep,
then on the other hand be wearing a T-shirt of a man who
yep,
brutalized people, who
yep,
brutalized homosexual people, who
yep.
you can't. I don't understand how those two things go together. Like I
They
don't.
don't.
I
They
don't.
don't. That's the thing, is that they don't. So anyway, sorry, you pulled me back. I just I feel like Colin is going to become increasingly more problematic, and
Ugh.
I still can't fully pull away from him, but trust me, he is on. My hands are outstretched. You're out there. I need you to just stay out there for right now. That means I won't be promoting you, yet I won't be bashing you at this point. But I
Right.
definitely won't be like, ooh, up in arms about you no more, because, bruh, you're going to need to read a book
A couple of them
or look at a
actually.
Googles. Look at a
couple,
Googles.
couple of them. Like
Look at our Wikipedias. You know what? The
something.
Dove Girls are gonna put that on their page just for you. We're gonna tweet that to you, actually, Kaepernick. We're gonna tweet at you, especially after this last little NFL player got shot. Yeah. I'm gonna need you to up your thinking process, and I'm gonna need you to really be. If you're gonna be speaking out and be a spokesperson, I'm gonna need you to read. That's gonna be a good thing. Yeah.
You have to. You have
Yeah.
to have just more than and not saying that he doesn't, but just you. You just have to
Yeah.
have a broader view of the way the world and the way the world works, and the way everything is interconnected.
Exactly.
Because the fact that you were talking about you didn't vote and you were sort of dismissing it like both Hillary and Trump were the same, I was
Mhm.
like, oh, you don't
Mhm.
get it.
And we still got people trying to pull that narrative, but that's
Yeah,
a
we
whole nother
do.
day.
Yeah, we do. Yeah,
Mm.
we do. I.e. Nick fucking dumbass Cannon. Did you hear him on Hot? No, it was no
Okay, well, I
Breakfast
didn't see
Club.
him because I don't follow him, but yes, I did see his comments on Twitter or on Instagram, one or the other. Nick
First of
Cannon
all,
been
why is he
dumb
still getting
though.
interviews? Can we just
I'm
start
trying to figure
there?
that out too. Do
Why are we
he
still
do
getting
something?
interviews? That's first. And second, he was talking about That's what it was. He was talking about Planned Parenthood
Yes, that's
and
what it
the
was.
genocide of black people. Sir, if you don't sit your dumb ass down, you and your half white babies, and calm the fuck down, like Nick
It's
Cannon,
yeah,
don't
really ridiculous. I'm
don't do
like, why is
that.
Nick Cannon talking? Period. Like, who's booking him? Who's
Who?
over Hot 97's
Who?
bookings?
Who? I'm so confused because it's like on one hand he is hosting one of them major
Yeah, but black people don't watch that.
right that black people don't watch exactly right. But the point I'm making is so why you ain't on that show talking about the way Planned Parenthood is it
Hello.
has genocide to black people?
Mm,
Why you come? You
mm.
understand what I'm saying? Why you not on
Oh,
that show
I
talking about that
understand.
bullshit? But
Mm,
you over here on the Breakfast Club talking about some old dumb
listen,
shit, which is just it gets oh when I tell you, I need a lot of people to just be quiet. Like
quiet.
we have said it, I think just the damn near every week we say
We
being
do.
quiet is an option. Shutting the fuck
Yeah,
up is an option. Do what
yeah.
you do, live your life. Nobody asked you to be political. If you don't really
No.
have it, just I'd rather you be quiet. I'd rather you be quiet. Leave the political speak for the people who have studied, who are on the street, who are doing the work. You just tap dance. That's all we want you to do. Fucking tap dance.
In
Dumbass.
fact, next week we're probably gonna start a segment called "Just Shut the Fuck Up,"
There you go. Just shut the fuck up. Cause you
because one of
know
y'all will
it's
fall in
coming.
it. Hmm.
You know. You know it
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
So this week, first, have you heard J. Cole's new song? I know this wasn't on the list, but I literally just heard it.
No,
His song
I didn't
False
listen to
Prophets.
it, but I saw all the hoopla around it.
So, I mean, he doesn't say Mr. West's name, but I those are lyrics for that first verse. He's speaking, he's strumming my pain with his fingers. Like I was like, I couldn't have
Ooh,
said it better myself. Like he just is basically talking about how just everything that we've said. So J. Cole, I might be interested in what you are talking about. So he got a CD coming up, and yeah, I might be into it.
yeah. I normally agreed and like you, where it's like I don't necessarily follow the hoopla. I get that people like him a lot, especially the young folks. But
Right.
normally I'm just like, oh, I can just wait until that comes on like YouTube. But yeah, I'm but yeah, I did see where people were like debating on like was he talking about Kanye, which it sounds like from the lyrics I read. Again, I didn't hear the song, but I read it. And it sounds like he probably is. And then B, people were like, well, is this the right time? And but this goes back to what these dope girls were saying last week. And Crystal was saying this also on the read. Just because you call yourself quasi crazy, you still have a responsibility. And some of the stuff you was just out there saying, and this was before last week and before the week before last, Kanye been saying some problematic
Yeah, he
stuff.
has.
So
He
let's stop
has.
acting like last week he had some mental breakdown and now we all supposed to be, well, okay. No, he's been saying things that have been problematic. And that is probably what J. Cole is speaking to. I don't think J. Cole wrote this song last week and then put it out last week. I mean, today. Like, he probably wrote this a while back. He might have wrote it last week. I don't know. But my point of the matter is, he is speaking some truth. And I understand kind of what people are saying, but I also don't feel like Kanye is the kind of person that works at the level of like, I can sit down with you like a rational human being and talk to you.
No,
Obviously not, because he was
no.
telling Jay Z to call him every day on the stage. So
Right.
that's just not Kanye's mo.
It's not. And frankly, if he did write it last week, he needs to have wrote it last week because he
Sure
said some
did.
problematic bullshit last week. And frankly,
Sure
it's not
did.
like he calling him crazy. He's just saying like, nigga, you out
He
here
fell for the
just
okie
wilding
doke.
the fuck out. And you round
Mm-hmm.
here faking shit and you be giving us
Yep.
the bullshit and we still
Pretty
buying it.
much.
But on the other
Yep.
hand, you gonna throw us under the bus. And then I'm reading the
Boom.
second verse now, which is about Wale. Now I understand why
Yeah.
Wale trying to put a diss record out. But J. Cole, he ain't saying nothing wrong. Like he's like,
Nope.
listen, you so busy worried about who the fuck
Can't
not
rock.
fucking with you. You not even, and that's always been
Mm-hmm.
my issue with Wale, which is why I don't really fuck with him because he He another one who be like a little bit
Ooh,
like a
girl,
bitch
he's
on
a
the
big hotep.
Instagrams. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, well, besides the hotep tendencies, but just always being real, just crying and whining all on social media. Anybody got fucking time for that?
You know what? When he made that song about getting married, which I was like, you know what? On one hand, I want to commend this as a black man in the black community who's a rapper who has a voice and is able to say, like, hey, ain't nothing wrong with getting married. Like, marry your boo. I mean, if you want to do whatever. But
Right.
on the other hand, the complete fact that it came from Wale made me not like the song. Because I was just like, I don't feel like this is genuine. Like, I feel like this is like, you know what? I'm so deep. I'm going to make a song about niggas getting married. Yeah, that's going to go hard. Ugh, Wale. Like, just, we get it. You're deep. We don't care. Like, I
We
just, and then you put
don't.
Usher
We
on it. And
don't.
I was like, I'm not sure
Why you
if that's
did
where we wanted
that?
to
It's
go. So,
just,
anyways, yeah. Hmm.
and I don't even know how for real deep you are. Like,
Right. I feel like his
that's the thing.
deepness
I
is
think
somewhat
you,
calculated.
right, you faking like you deep, but I'm not. I'm not
Right.
convinced. I'm not convinced.
I'm really not. Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry.
Anywho, no, you're fine.
Anywho, moving right along. Let's just skip real fast to Tammy Rivera because this is gonna be
Oh,
real quick.
gosh. Yeah, this all goes
So
together.
it does. You know what? It does. People who really need to log the fuck off. Tammy Rivera. She recently did something one more time. She's defending why the fuck she's back with Waka. Now, let me just say this. It's her relationship to do with what she wants, and I don't have a problem with her getting back because that's her choice to make. The issue I do have is the fact that you feel like you keep having to justify it because, frankly, Waka ain't talking about it, and Waka's the one who cheated. So, if anyone needs to be on all his interviews talking about cheating and how he's been forgiven, he needs to be one doing it. And if people are asking, you need to say, well, I didn't cheat. I've been faithful.
Right.
You need to talk to the nigga who cheated. That's first. And then second, the bullshit you talking about. Because he ain't never been in a house with a man and he don't know what it looks like. And we got to take care of our men. And it's just, I'm really, really tired, women, of this narrative that we keep perpetrating. Like he's a man, and it's like on one hand, men, oh, he's a man, so we gotta let him be a man. And then on the other hand, oh, but he's a little boy, and we gotta build him up and raise him up. That's not your job, girl. It's really not. He has all the same resources that you do. He has all the same opportunities that you do. Just because you a little bit more forward thinking and you got a little bit more going on, don't mean that he get a pass. And I really wish, as a society, for men in general, we would just stop giving them this hook that they can hang themselves on anytime they need to. Stop. We need to require men to step up in the same way that we require women to step up. And so I just wish she would just shut the fuck up. That's really what it is in a nutshell.
I don't have too much more to add. I just want to quote this one line because this, out of all of the things that took me out, this was the one. He didn't grow up in a two-parent household and he didn't know how to do marriage. And that's why he messed up. And I was like,
Okay.
I'm pretty sure everyone in America, whether you were in a single parent household, a two-parent household, a homosexual two-parent household, a animal household,
It don't matter.
understands that at marriage, you usually tend to not stick your penis in someone else. Like that's a
Right.
pretty universal
Right.
concept.
That's what
And
marriage
so
is,
when
girl.
she used, right, that's literally what it is. Like literally. And so when she said that, I just was like, oh, Tammy, I agree with you. Like, here's the thing, girl. If you want to be sister wife of the world, go for it. Like, that's
Right.
your business. But keep it your business and stop trying to justify it to all the rest of us. Like, just make that what you've decided. I mean, it's, you've had a very public whatever breakup, whatever y'all have called it, breakup, separation, getting back together. And so we clearly know what's going on in your household, so now just be quiet about it. We
Right.
understand what it is and
Right.
just be okay with it. Like I guess that's my thing is, like you always say, if you have to keep talking about it,
There you
then you're
go.
not okay with
Then you're
it.
not okay with it, and that's what it is. You
That's what it
keep
is.
saying all this stuff because you're not
You're trying to
convincing
make
us.
us
You
okay.
convincing
Yeah.
yourself.
You
That's
you
what it
really
is.
are.
Because he
That's
has
what you're
cheated
doing.
on you probably multiple times.
Yep.
And the reason he
Yep.
said, I'll finally marry you, is because he knew that you were two steps from walking away. So he didn't marry you
Yep.
because he really was like, I want to spend the rest of my life with you. I'm planning to commit to you in a way I've never committed to you before. He married you because it was a way to keep you around. It was just
Yep.
a game. He had no intention of stopping what he was doing, which is why half a year into the marriage, she's already laid up in the bed with another girl and in a messy
Yep.
bitch at that.
That's the thing.
And a
Like he didn't
messy bitch
even
at that,
exactly.
girl.
He
He
went to
can't
somebody
even
who he knew was gonna
respect
be
you
like,
enough.
she gonna put this on Instagram. Like
He
he didn't even
had
have
to know because
enough.
that's what
You
she
know
did
he
to
knew.
Chief Keef. Like
Exactly.
you didn't even have enough respect
Yep.
with you to get with a regular side girl who knows how to
Yep.
keep her place. No, this bitch is online. She
Yep.
tagging you. She calling your
Yep.
phone. She showing
Sure
up
is.
places. Like,
Yep.
bitch,
Yep.
get the fuck out of here.
Exactly.
Like,
So anyhow, well, Tammy, I mean, hopefully Miss Deb will help get you through because I don't know what to tell you, honey, because I just feel like, again, this is a bridge and a hurdle you going to have to cross. And you trying to
right,
make all of us feel
right.
good about it. You need to feel good about it, Tammy. And if you don't, then you need to examine yourself. Stop trying to call other women weak for making decisions that work for them. This decision doesn't seem like it's working for you, but if you want to keep perpetrating, girl, I guess we'll see you on nightly news somewhere where you done had your feel and went and cut his dick off or something. Because that's what's
Uh
gonna
huh.
happen. What's gonna happen is you gonna get to the point where you are just so fed up because you trying to pretend and play this game that you gonna end up cutting somebody and you gonna be in jail over
Yep.
Waka
There
Flocka
you go.
Flame.
Because if you think Waka ain't fitting to cheat on you again,
Boop,
girl,
go
it's
ask
just a
Tiny.
matter of
Actually,
time.
let me give you Tiny's number.
Right. Right. Let's slide on over to Tiny, who
You can
is
just steal
you
from
in
there.
about 10 years. Except
Pretty
minus the
much.
babies because yo man ain't got enough sperm. So
And none of the Grammys because you
and
don't
none
have
of the
no
Grammys.
talents.
Ooh, that's right. And none of the money and not the
None of that.
house.
None of
So
the escape part. Okay, go ahead.
right. So actually, yeah. But you can just look. You
Yeah,
can call it out. Call it.
we get it.
So Tia and Tiny, I
We
mean,
talk about
everyone's
them. Ugh.
already kind of gone through what the fuck is going on with them. I just want y'all to log the fuck off. Like, if
Yeah.
you're in the middle of a marriage dispute or whatever's
Yep.
going on between y'all, because she's not going nowhere, he's not going nowhere. We know y'all gonna be stay together. Can y'all keep us out of it? Cause I'm not interested anymore.
I'm not, and I actually don't know all the details. I only saw the back end of it. Can you bring me up to
Oh yeah.
speed?
Oh girl.
Because I don't know
So
what popped it off. I saw the like Instagram post, but I didn't know like what it was from.
So let's go back to a couple of weeks when you were talking about how Tiny had popped on to all the social media platforms and was giving her Miss America acceptance speech about how all she did was take a picture with Floyd Mayweather.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
over the past couple of weeks, footage has come out of Tiny dancing real close with Floyd Mayweather at the same
Which is
party.
problematic for several reasons,
Right.
but I'm gonna
Dancing
let that
real
go for right
close.
now, for
Real
today's
close. I can't
purposes.
even think how the song beat go with RL and them. But so she was
Oh,
dancing
um,
real
uh,
close with
yes, I know that
making it
song.
hard for me. Yeah. She was making it hard for Floyd Mayweather. So that footage
Oh,
came
I don't know
out.
why, but okay.
Right. That's right. I get what
But
you're
yes, I
saying.
do, because she has low self-esteem,
Yeah, she does.
and which is
Of
obvious
course,
at this
you
point.
would be going to a nigga who punches women in the face. Of course, you
Yeah.
would.
Okay. Yeah.
So then T.I.'s hanging out with his friends plus Kevin Hart, and I guess Kevin Hart
Mm.
is they going back and forth joning, and Kevin Hart said, "You Floyd Mayweather father ass face" or whatever. That was funny. T.I. posted it. I guess it was a subliminal. Then Tiny's friend pops online and she starts posting like, "Well, if your man cheated on you and You had you had a chance to dance with a man that had $10 billion. What would you do? That, and then just posting all these different things about how Tiny, if some woman does everything for you and holds you down and all of this, and she had a picture of Tiny getting arrested and you cheat on
I
her,
saw
what would
that
you
one.
do? Then she had like that scrolling Instagram meme where it's all these pictures, and it's like all these women who Ti is supposedly have cheated on her with. Like Eve was on there, I think.
Oh, I didn't see all that.
Oh yes, that's since been taken down, but I'm sure it's somewhere out
Oh,
there. So Eve
of
was
course,
on
yeah.
there. One of those twins that be hanging with Chloe was on there. One of the girls,
Malika, Hasika.
yes, one of the
Hmm.
girls in the girl group that Tiny had for a little bit of time was on there. Hoops
Oh,
was
I can
on
see that.
there.
Yeah, hoops. Yeah.
Then they had she had a headline about Ti has a side baby on there. I mean, just
Duh.
it was a scrolling of plenty, and then a little light skinned girl on there that the escort. Like it was I mean, it just went on and on and on of all the women that I'm assuming Ti has cheated on Tiny with, and yeah. So that was the last thing, and of course, Tiny was liking all of them, and
Right. I did see that on like follow alert and stuff where she was doing I guess that's her subliminals is by
right,
liking things but letting someone else put the post out. But here's the
right,
thing, just like we just said a few moments ago, you signed up for this Tamika Harris
yeah,
coddle.
you did,
You decided a long time ago that this type of behavior was okay. So if you and him have some sort of issue where he doesn't want you talking to other men and you're out dancing or talking to other men, I don't know, whatever. Y'all need to either keep that in house or y'all need to just break the fuck up. Y'all are two grown people. Y'all
right.
need to split y'all's assets and you can go dance on whoever you want to and you can go fuck on whoever you want to. We can keep this pushing because y'all are way too grown for this. Like y'all are 40 plus.
Yeah.
Like this is
Yeah.
not cute.
Well
It's
over
not
40.
funny.
Not even like 41, 42. Like,
Right.
Tamika, you probably like 43, 44. Like, you're
Yes.
older.
I'm just like, y'all got grown kids who probably reading and seeing this stuff. Like, oh, this is why y'all's kids, Ray Janae Carter, and I'm jumping, but this is why y'all's kids have issues too. Because y'all just are not running stable households, pretty much.
Yeah, just,
And the mama's trying to be the sisters and trying to be the friends and trying to be cool, trying to still be 20. You're not 20, you 40.
you
Like, let's
are.
elevate.
You
Ugh,
are. And it's no reason why. Because frankly, it's not like TMZ is showing up at y'all house, catching you on picture.
right.
You understand what I'm saying? It's like the reason we know this is because y'all have posted it to social places and invited all of us into your business. It don't have to be that way. Like your friend really could have just sent that directly to Ti. That's and then we wouldn't even known about all of this. Your kids don't have to know. Your kids' teachers don't have to know. Your kids'
Yeah,
friends' parents don't have to know. Now we all know that this is and why. It's
yeah,
just I get if
yeah.
you hurt, get you some therapy, get you a divorce
Yes.
lawyer, separate and just go and live the rest of your life. If he is who you want to be with and you willing to be around and stay around for all the hurt, that's fine too. Stay around for it. But just keep it to yourself. Like, girl, keep it to yourself. We don't need to know. We really don't.
I don't. Well, they got in the spotlight for a little bit. So go, y'all, for that. That's the only
There
positive that
you
came out
go.
of
There
this.
you go. There you go. And another person who needs to get off of social media immediately is Brandy. Girl,
Listen, I need several things to talk about with her. First of all, I still haven't had a chance to watch the Soul Train Awards, but what I wanted to know is, was she doing a tribute to herself?
I think so.
Okay, let me get this straight. They told her, come get a Lifetime Achievement Award. And as part of that, we're going to let you sing about your lifetime achievements.
Yes. Yes, because she is the vocal Bible. So, I mean, and it was, and I guess it was good because nobody else, I mean, and she's young enough to perform. Yeah,
Oh,
she wanted
no.
to perform. She wanted to be on the stage, and
That's what she wanted.
that's what that was.
But I'm
Yeah.
not going to say that's what we all needed. Here's my problem, okay? When Beyonce tried this concept or did this concept and executed it flawlessly, because let me be clear that she did, um, she was coming off of a tour which had been record selling for an album that was literally dropped in the middle of the night, and she was actually giving MTV something. Like she was like, you know what? I'm gonna give y'all the opportunity to let y'all see what I did on tour for this entire year that people paid bucoops of money for. I will put this on your free little cable channel, and you can then politely drop me with the Entertainer of the Year award or whatever in the hell it was. I don't know, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That is one concept. But when someone is giving you a Lifetime Achievement Award, it is supposed to be an honor. That's why Prince sat through Alicia Keys hollering on that piano and Trey Songz pretending like he could sing. So BET could honor him. And yes, I am doing the air quotes at this point. It is not an honor for you to get up and sing your own shit to yourself and then accept a Lifetime Achievement Award and then try to be messy during the acceptance speech. What in the fuck? Soul Train, y'all missed the mark on this one in so many ways. And I really wish Erica had put y'all to the side and been like, nope, not today. First of all, Brandy is all of three. We're gonna let a few more years hold off before we start being
Right.
like, ooh, let's scrape the
Right.
bottom of the barrel and pick out Brandy. Because honestly, if you picked out Brandy, to me, you should have picked out Monica.
Right. And not to dismiss the career that she's had because she certainly has had one and
Yeah,
had the
had.
past tense of the word, but
I
let's
mean, the
all
operative
keep it
word.
100% clear.
Whew.
Brandy has not been a major force in the musical game in many, many, many years. And I feel like if you're giving someone a Lifetime Achievement Award, their career has a span more than a decade. And let's be
Hello.
honest, her career, she had a decade. I'm gonna give her a decade. Maybe 11 years. I'm gonna give her that, but okay.
Yeah, if we talking about just like hits, I'm not talking about fool fucking niggatry that's done kept her in the media. I'm not talking
Right.
about her having a fake marriage or her getting on a TV show or her any of that stuff. I'm talking about you having verifiable hits that somebody could run across a span of, like you said, more than 10 years. And I have to believe Soul Train could have either paid or bribed or convinced someone of another caliber. Hell, I would have rather seen them have given it to Guy, who was there performing,
There you
or
go.
one of these like new jack swing artists that really did do something for the culture. I mean, that
Or
was big back in the
New
80s.
Edition.
New
If they
Edition would have
got
been
anything, they
perfect.
would have
They would have
been
been perfect. They
super
still
perfect.
touring.
Yeah, they are. And still selling out
So
arenas.
they really
They
are. So
really
they
are,
just came
yeah.
through here like a few months ago, and one of my coworkers was excited, bitch. She was excited like we were to go see Beyonce. Like she was like, I am going to see Ralph, Johnny, Ronnie, Ricky, Mike, whatever, whoever. So okay, so sorry. That was a total side note. Now let's get to the messiness of the situation, which is that she
um
tried to shade Monica during her acceptance speech.
And Monica is so busy living her
Ugh,
married happy life that
ugh,
she ain't got time for it. Like
no
she
time for
got
it.
her kids, her babies, her man. And I don't even mean to be this person. I swear I don't, because I'm all for a woman being strong and being single and independent. However,
Mm,
something tells me that Brandy might be just all around generally miserable for a
yeah.
number of reasons. And some of it could be because relationships haven't worked out. Because I feel like last year she was talking about she was engaged, and then all of a sudden that just kind of
See, I don't
whizzled
even keep up
away.
with her like that, so I don't even
I
know.
used to follow her on social media, but
Oh
she's
yeah,
gotten so
mm-mm. She can't
fucking
get my
draining.
follow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
no.
gotten so fucking draining
Mm-mm.
over this last year, in my opinion, that I've stopped following her. But there was
Mm.
a time when her social media was a little bit entertaining, and so that, and then I think her career just hasn't quite taken off the way that she thought it was, and
Well, yeah, no, I knew about that. I knew that like her record label, her most recent record label, was like either not paying her or refusing to put out her music, or like she
yeah,
was in dispute with them or
she was
something.
trying to get out of it.
Exactly. There
Yeah.
you go. So that was like early this year or late last year. So I did know about that one, but I knew about that again from the Shade Room or Ball Alert because I don't keep up with her. I will also say she probably a little bit upset that her whole praise got old. Because let us not forget, Kim Kardashian
Oh yeah.
started as a wardrobe stylist. That's how
Yeah.
she got with Ray J.
Yeah,
It's
it
because she was
is.
hanging out with
Yeah,
Brandy.
it was.
And
Yeah, and
now
I'm
she's a
sure Kim is not even taking your
multi-billionaire.
calls no more.
Oh, no, ma'am. She's not. She doesn't know who you are. She doesn't remember. And she only remembers Ray J because he came on her face.
There you go.
So that's that. And I would even say Ray J, in some sorts, especially with this love and hip hop rehash, has probably eclipsed her shine a little bit
I
too.
mean, he has. I
Yeah, so she
mean,
probably you're right. She does have several things to be upset about, but
yeah.
Monica ain't one. Like I'm not
Right.
really
I
sure
don't
why
even
you trying to
know.
bring up a feud from like 1990s. I mean, I know they had that recent social media beef with the So Gone challenge, but I'm talking about like you seem to still be mad from when The Boy Is Mine is out, and then
Yes.
I
Yes,
was
you do.
I'm serious. I really think she is. I'm not being funny. And as someone who is fluent in petty, I usually can pick out other good petty artists. And I'm gonna obviously, if you get up and accept an award speech and take the time out to be petty to somebody, like you're over here with me. You're in my corner.
Yeah.
Come sit down. You're in the petty group with me. So she is extra level petty. So I know she's still mad about the boys' mind stuff because I'm still mad at folks from high school who like I refuse to speak to this day if I see
Yeah.
them in public.
Yeah.
So that is what she's mad about. And on top of that, I was hearing from somebody or did I read somewhere where she's like apparently also mad because Monica at one point was really talking about how Whitney Houston was a
Yes.
huge supporter of her, and Brandy felt like she needed to set the record straight that like Whitney Houston was my grand godmother, and it was like, well, I don't think anybody was trying to say that Whitney Houston wasn't your godmother or that she didn't care about you. Monica was just trying to point out they had a special bond, and if I have to be honest with you, I would say, knowing what we know about Whitney now, I could see her gravitating towards Monica a lot
Exactly.
bit more. A,
Exactly.
because of the talent level, because Monica can sing her ass off, and Whitney probably can recognize that. And B, because Monica went through real shit, Brandy. Not, oh, I lied and said I got married because I didn't want people to feel like I was being a bad role model. Monica literally watched her fiance kill himself in front of
And
her. Like,
that's exactly what Monica, and then you have to keep in mind they both were in Atlanta. And that's what Monica was saying. I
yes.
think that she, I guess, had met her. She had been very kind to her. And when she was
Hmm.
going through a very low point in her life around the time that her boyfriend committed suicide, Whitney Houston
Hmm.
came to a part of the city that probably was like, wow, Whitney Houston is, for her to be such a huge star, she's here in this hood ass place to comfort me. And that gave me comfort. And I think that's all Monica was trying to say. Because she refers to her as her fairy godmother, which is something that's in a fantasy, something that you probably don't see all the time, but somebody who you can look to, who gives you hope or encouragement. And for whatever reason, Brandy felt like she needed to go, she was my real fairy godmother. We knew all this and this, and I'm so blessed that I had opportunity to be your real fairy goddaughter. And it was just like, Brandy, if you don't raise your baby and try to get on another off Broadway play and just calm the fuck down, like she
Yeah,
has
I
to stop.
really, yeah.
She'll be 38 years old this in February, and the reason I know because I'll be 38 in May. We're the same age, and you just at this point in your life you should just have it's one thing if Monica like came somewhere and she really came at your neck, but Monica hasn't done that. Like Monica's actually
No.
been really cool. Like Monica's really
Yes,
been like she's the vocal Bible. I respect her. It's nothing but love. Like Monica's been very cool, and
she
you've been
has.
not the same. And I don't. I'm not. I'm trying to figure out why.
I don't know why either. Well, I do want to get to this last piece of tea because this made my day. It really made my week.
Evelyn, to
Yes. Well,
listen.
okay. It made my week in life, even though I do have some questions and I do need them answered from own. But
Right. Okay.
so let's go there and then let's delve deeper. Let's just go with the announcements.
So Evelyn has announced that she's returning to Basketball Wives Hollywood. So
Yes. This is me shaking my hair.
yes. So Evelyn, so they have fired Malaysia, Brandy, both of the
Yes.
Angels, and DJ
Listen,
Duffy. So they
this can be broken down into so many pieces of teas. First of
so
all, that was my
many.
first favorite piece of tea was that Shawnee or somebody went up in there and was like, me, Tammy, and Jackie. Fuck them other hoes.
And listen, I know the conversation in my head. She probably came in and was like, "Listen, y'all want Evelyn back? I can get Evelyn, but we got to get rid of all of these bitches." And they were like, "Okay, it's done." I'm telling you, that's how it
Exactly.
happened.
I
I'm
know she did.
telling you,
And that's
that's
the
how it
thing.
happened. Like,
Listen, petty is a revenge best served
yes,
cold.
it is.
Last year, it wouldn't have hit right? Because everybody was like, well, Shawnee ain't got no power. Shawnee can't fire nobody. So Shawnee said, okay, y'all know what? Yep, we're going to get on this reunion show. I'm going to acknowledge I don't make those kind of decisions. I'm going to let you bitches come back for another year. I'm going to let you hoes sit and think, we good. Shawnee can't do shit. Yeah, bitch, I got something working on you. And that mean all this year, she was calling Evelyn,
You know she was
girl,
sending her
you need to
flowers.
come on back. You know
Girl,
she
you see
was
how weak these
all for
bitches
her
are.
ultimate.
You need to come back. You see the shit. You know she
Bitch.
was.
She dropped that hammer so good. I
You
said,
know she
oh, you
did. You
bitches
know
all got
she did.
fired.
Because the thing about it is Malaysia, Brandy, Duff.
Woo.
I don't know where y'all gonna go. What y'all gonna do? Because all of
Listen,
y'all to me really look like
nothing.
you're standing in the need of a check. So I'm just trying
Listen,
to figure
you think
out
they ain't?
like,
You think they ain't when you
oh,
know
you
they
know
are.
they are. Oh,
You
you
know they
know
are.
they are. And you
I
think
said,
about it is they
oh,
the kind of people who thinking they was gonna do this another year,
you
then
know they
already
did.
spent that check that ain't come yet. So they sitting around scrambling like, who got
Well,
Mo's
Malaysia
phone
at least
number?
got a little bit of divorce settlement money, so
Right,
maybe she can
Malaysia's
pull
good.
that
Malaysia's
in.
good. Okay.
Malaysia's good, but the rest of y'all, oh girl, and I know they wasn't expecting that. And knowing Shawnee, knowing how petty she is, they learn how we learn on social
Yep.
media.
You know they did. You know they did.
VH1 might be sending a courtesy letter in a few months. But
You know they
that's because
did.
VH1 is full of white
You
people,
know they
and
did.
they're like, oh, we
And
should probably send something.
and then Evelyn, as part of her
Whew.
statement, she says
Oh
the
God, I can't
show
wait.
needed to go in a different direction. They
Like she
basically
been
y'all
there,
were
right?
bringing it down.
So
And now this is
shade.
from the woman who the last time we saw you on the show was standing on the table fighting somebody. So it's not like you talking about like you fitting to be on here on your best Iyanla shit. Because
Oh
that's
no,
the last time we
bitch.
saw you on this show. So I know
She
you
ain't
ain't
finna
talking
pretend.
about that.
Nope.
You
Nope.
basically saying y'all are some bottom level bitches, and this
That's what
show
she said.
used to have real high class, high level bitches, and y'all are some bottom level hoes, and
That's
it's
what she
time to
said.
get y'all out of the way.
That's
Yeah,
what she said. That's what that
that's what she
statement
said.
said.
That's what
That's
she said.
what it said.
Yeah.
I want us all to be clear that that's what, and that is what Evelyn said in her statement, and that is what Shawnee was saying, and that was the
Yes,
thing.
it
Because remember,
is.
me and you talked about this a few months back, but we were like, listen, I don't think the young hoes really get the old hoes and what they be going through because they be trying Tammy all up and through, and I was like, listen, no. Tammy is it though. Like y'all don't understand. Like I kind of would not even pay
Yeah.
attention to this show were Tammy not on it. I don't really
Yep.
care about Shawnee, just to be honest. I just like the fact that she probably did throw a little weight around and get some people fired. But Tammy and even Jackie crazy, but to a certain extent, like y'all just didn't get it. Like y'all didn't get on board. And if y'all had just gotten on board and fed the ego of these little heifers for a while, y'all probably will be getting a check in another month when they resume filming. But
Yep.
you won't. You instead will be watching with the rest of us as Evelyn makes her triumphant return. Because I'm
Yep.
sorry, I watched Evelyn's own show, and even though I was very impressed, I was, and I still am to this day, I am still impressed that she did at least catch Oprah's eye, right? Like
Yeah.
somebody at OWN was like, let's follow Evelyn Lozado. Even if the
She's
show only lasted for a
interesting.
year or
Yeah.
two, yeah, and I'll be honest, I watched the show. I mean, I only watched a few episodes, but it wasn't that interesting. Like one episode, she
Yeah.
went to visit her sister, and then another episode, she was hanging out with her daughter, and I was like, "Girl, like I'm loving that you're living a normal life, but can you jump over a table at some point? Like I need,
But what it
I
did
need
was
you to slap
rebrand
someone
her.
with
It put her
bread."
in a whole different. It rebranded her. It put her in
It did,
a
it
different
did.
space.
But I'm
Yeah.
gonna need you to rebrand yourself back to so hitting a bitch with some bread. Like I need. And I just love it. I also love that the other two additions are Dwayne Wade's Break Baby Mama, even though I've
Which
heard or read that
yes.
she probably is on good terms with D Wade, so she's not gonna shade him all the way. But I do hope
No.
there's some side shade up in there every now and then, like, oh, okay, because y'all a happy family over there. Oops. Uh, I'll take that. I'll take that, girl. It can be subliminal. I get it. I'll get it. We'll get it. You, just go ahead and say it. We'll get it. We'll get it. We'll get it. And we'll let the chips fall where they may. It's fine. You're fine. You're good. You got a solid check coming in with the baby, so he can't take
Right.
that away from you. It's all good. Like, and then the other one who I'm hoping will be more messy is Nick Young's baby mama, which
Ooh,
she ain't got nothing to lose
yes.
at this point because Nick Young been cheating on
Nothing.
her for like 8 years,
Nothing
including with
at
Iggy
all.
Azalea, and he's still currently cheating on her with somebody else, or I don't know what their situation
No,
is
I
as
don't
of
think
right
they
now, but
together. And you know what? I don't know if they. I think the first time she got pregnant, he was actually engaged to somebody else.
yeah, he was.
And then the
Yeah.
second time she got, so she might just be his long term main
Yeah, side
side hoe.
piece.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
She just might be, and when I guess he's in between, he'll treat her like, because she's comfort food. She's like good comfort food. So he'll treat her like a main girl when he's in between his real main girls, but
Right. Yep,
yeah,
exactly.
he's
But when
never
he
going
gets
to.
a real,
Yeah,
real main
she's going
girl,
to
yeah, you
be
gotta go.
very into. So I suspect it's going to be they going to let
Yes.
her be the fool of fuck a cool nigga tree. Shout
Of
out to her straps.
course.
They gonna let her do that. I feel like she's gonna do that, and they all kind of gonna go. And then of course Tammy, of course too, a little bit,
Oh yeah.
but
Yeah, and
I
Jackie's
feel
still a
like
fool
they're
as
going to just
well.
all kind
Yeah.
of watch while it happens, and we just going to be able to see Evelyn being her regular fly self all the time. So
Pretty much. I mean, VH1's going to give her a budget, and not that she needs one, but she's just going to
right,
have a
she
makeup and
doesn't.
fly wardrobe budget, and she's just going to show up in scenes periodically at lunch and laugh at the other ones like, oh, y'all so crazy. Ah.
You know she is.
And then a young one will try her at some point, and then she'll cuss them out, read them for filth real quick. She ain't gonna jump over the tables because she's progressed, but she will be like, bitch, you need to get your mind right, and let me tell you why real quick. And we'll all get our life from that good quick read. And she has fulfilled her contract with VH1. She has
Yeah.
fulfilled her contractual obligations, and I guarantee you, even if it don't last all season, this premiere is gonna be off the chain because I have not seen many people like, oh no, Angel.
No, everybody. I
And I'm
think
gonna tell you what,
everybody
if they
who
can
I've
get Drea
heard.
back on there at the last minute, ooh,
Nah, they not. It's too many pretty light skinned girls. They not gonna
I
bring
hate
Drea
you.
back. Evelyn is the pretty light skinned girl for this one. So
True.
Drea's done. But they already have that taken. But certainly, what was I gonna say? Everybody who I've heard that has remarked on this, everyone is excited Evelyn's back. When I first saw it, I was like, okay, because I know you ain't coming back because you need a check. I mean, well, clearly
Right. That ain't
I mean, you
it.
probably you miss the attention. I'm sure you miss having people. I'm sure you miss being something to be talked about, and you're probably doing it for the vanity sake of it, which I'm not opposed to that at all because I
Me
do miss
either.
you. I do miss Evelyn on TV. I'm not
Me
gonna lie.
too.
I do, and I've all my relationship with how I feel about Evelyn goes back and forth, but for the most part of it, she is who I look to. If you gonna do it, she did it right to me.
Yep.
She did it
Yep.
right. She got with somebody when he was in his prime and when he was down.
Yep.
She left him
Yep.
right in the nick of time, popped on the
Yep.
beer, got her own fame. You know, she has done it right. She has done it
Yes.
right. I mean, I'm sure it's hurt. You know, she's been hurt along the way, but she's made all the right choices. So
I
all you ladies
agree.
coming up who are, looking to have this lifestyle, Evelyn is who you should follow.
She is the blueprint, as Jay-Z would say. If we're
She's a
using
blueprint.
those terms, if we're saying this person is who you want to be like in whatever field, if you think you want to be Jay-Z, you go listen to the Blueprint album. If you think you want to be Oprah, you go follow Oprah. If you think you want to be a hoe in the game, you follow Evelyn Lonzato and nan other bitch. If you're following
Yeah,
another bitch and trying to go in her footsteps, you're doing it wrong.
totally,
You just
totally.
are. If you're not following that plan, I don't know what you're doing. You're going to be a 35-year-old washed up has been.
There
That's
you
where you're
go.
headed to.
There you
You've
go.
got to expand and you've got to get on that Elon's Auto plan. And I love it and I'm excited and I'm here for it. Way to go, VH1. I haven't been excited about Basketball Wives in 5 years. So you
Yeah,
needed
and I'm
this.
excited to have him come back. So good
Yep.
looking out, Shawnee. Shout out
Agreed.
to all of
Agreed.
y'all.
Yeah.
So this is our show today.
That was quick. Or
Yes.
maybe there just wasn't a lot going on.
It
I don't feel
wasn't, and
like
it's just
talking
like
about real news because I
no,
don't want
because
to talk about
honestly,
Donald
all
Trump.
the real news is right. It's related to he who shall not be
Yeah,
named. All
exactly.
of the fucking news, everything news related, and I can't do it. So I think we're gonna just go ahead and replace news unless it's something we care about. It's either the black people being murdered or Trump, and I just don't.
Yeah,
So we're gonna have to
no.
replace it with just shut the fuck up.
Yep,
Yeah, because I can't. I
agreed.
won't. I
I can't
won't.
either.
Yeah.
No.
So thank everybody for listening. We are two dope girls. Follow us
Wee!
everywhere. We the number two dope girls. All right, dope girls. Thanks. Bye.
Okay, bye.